Hey everyone, time for another video. And this one's my whole heart. The hardest part of this experience is separation from my kids. And the reason I'm separated from my kids is because I told the government to fuck off. Because they said they owned me. We help make you. You're ours. So they ruined my career. They took my children. And now they won't let me work. Won't let me get through my legal troubles. But let me talk about why I'm such a dedicated father. See, I grew up very disadvantaged. About as poor as a kid could be in the late 70s and 80s. There's plenty of people that I'm friends with on Facebook, or adjacent to people I'm friends with on Facebook. They used to wait with me in line at the Christian Center by Dyer Middle School for our government boxes just east of the hill, so we could get our bread and government cheese and peanut butter and condensed milk. Before the Reagan administration canceled that program, because there were still families that were too proud to get SNAP benefits, food stamps, and my father was one of those people who was too proud to apply for government assistance. So once that program was ended, had to do things like make condiment sandwiches to fill my stomach until we were out of bread, then go through the cabinets, eat a can of sauerkraut in order to have something in my stomach. And now they don't even let me talk to my kids, so I don't know if my kids still love and respect me. And man, did I catch whippings. Because my ADHD, and everybody that went to Fairview Elementary, like Michelle Jackson and C.I. Harris, everybody else, Suzanne Stein, the others that I played with at Dyer Elementary, they all know exactly who I am. My quality. And how poor I was. I don't think I had new clothes at all until I was in double digits. Everything was secondhand. Except for maybe underwear and socks, which my grandparents made sure that I had. And that was my Christmas gift from them almost every year. You grow up like that, you normally end up one of two ways. Either you end up just like them, or you end up the opposite. Well, I ended up the opposite. I ended up so committed to not raising my kids that way. I didn't have kids until I was 35. Because I didn't want to have kids until I knew I could provide an environment that was unlike the environment I grew up in. So I worked my butt off. I was 32. Okay, 34. 2009. It's 33. Started my business. We already went through all that. Had my kids. Made my parenting mistakes. One mistake each time. Learned from it. Got custody of my kids when my ex-wife and I divorced. Because it was necessary. My ex-wife ended up going to prison. Through no fault of me. She had a traumatic hot childhood, and that's where her addiction has stemmed from. Siobhan, I love you. Care about you. Be a friend of mine for life. But I had diversity, even raising my kids by myself. When I was fired from Frontier, I lost $24,000 a year, $22,000 a year. Florida is not cheap, especially in your metro area of Tampa Bay. But I had to go to the office. Couldn't work from home, increased my expenses more. And I screwed up. Rear-ended somebody because I had my phone in my hand. Totaled the new car that I got after my car had been repossessed because I had a choice between keeping my place to live or keeping the new car that I'd already paid for over 4 years. It's an easy choice. So then I was raising 3 kids without a vehicle. So I scratched up enough cash to buy a beater, which I stretched out for a year with a slipping transmission. Yeah. Walking to Walmart, walking back to get groceries before we got the car. And then got the car that was barely holding on for a year. Bought the car that I have now. Once I transitioned from Charter Communications, Spectrum Enterprise to MetroNet. And Charter counter-offered. But they wanted me to move to upstate New York. And I have a mother of my children that I'm also responsible for. It's not fair to her to have her chasing me everywhere for my jobs. But we had no family in Florida to speak of, really. So, Indiana we do, where she could have a support network and I could have a support network. So I chose Indiana, came back, worked for MetroNet, They created an engineering award while I was there, and hey, I won the inaugural Rock Star of Engineering. Technically, I wasn't an engineer because I was just executing the engineering. I was implementations engineer, except for I was doing way more than just being the executor. I was creating the engineering workflow for the company because they were using non-standard engineering methods. A little frustrating when you're the tail of the dog trying to wag the dog. I had to learn how to be content though, because I was putting my career in danger. So for my kids, I was like, get that under control. Learn contentment. I am fine making $85,000 a year. I'm providing for my kids well. So the government came at me. Said, hey, we got a job for you at Zayo. It's specifically for you because, heck, when we shared that job for you, it was less than an hour old when the senior headhunter, talent acquisition specialist at Zayo, shared it with you. So it was specifically for me, which made me feel very special. Seen, recognized for my knowledge and abilities. So I left my safe place. I went back on the government payroll. Because, I'm seen and recognized. It was 20,000 plus over what I was making. Man, that means I could more easily pay my debts, pay back my sister and brother-in-law for them helping me get through my divorce and keep my kids. Man, did that turn out bad. Turned out real bad. Cost me everything. Because when I say I was mired in government projects, and they chemically expanded my brain, then used it to take my kids away from me, ruined my career. And there's a whole bunch of stuff wrong at Zayo. And with the career military U.S. government that said they owned me and wanted me to use other things that I was not consensual of, just like I was not consensual in the expansion of my brain. It's 100% fact. But you'll need a congressional hearing to get that truth, just like their involvement in my birth. Because you got to go after some very, very top secret stuff. So top secret that the congressional hearing won't even be allowed to be public. How do you get that done? To make sure that I can get right. Chances are they'll just label me an outlier, an insane person, try to institutionalize me. But I am not a liar, and everything I'm saying is the truth. Love my kids. Roman, Malaya, Ariana, Roman, Ariona, Ariana, Malaya, Roman. They are my heart. And they are not allowed to speak to me as they wish. Roman and Ariana aren't allowed to speak to me at all, which is not per the DCS rules that I know. Or they've gaslit my kids so that they don't even know who their father is anymore, and I don't know which is true. I just know that if I make a family group, I'm removed from it. And it says my own kids are removing me from it. I hope nobody else ever knows that pain. I want my family. I deserve my family. And I will tell the truth and fight to the end. Because everything was non-consensual. I've never signed a non-disclosure agreement with the government. And the only thing they ever did pay me to be a telecommunications engineer, which they did not let me do. They did not let me do my job through all sorts of means. And then they fired me for not doing the job that they would not let me do. So, please support me. Please rally the wagons. And let's get this congressional hearing going through any means possible. Because I need to get made right. I deserve to be made right. I'm a good man who's tried to do good things. I have been punished for it severely. I'm still being punished for it. There is I mean, those are saying that I'll be all fine on Friday. Things will start moving in the right direction. But they've taken away all legal recourse for me to force my grandfather's will to be read. And the family that has the evidence I need to prove that that circuit court in Monroe County has broken the law, well, they can't communicate with me either. Or at least not in a manner of truth. So, please help me. Please help me get right. I love all of you. Until the next time.